and today we are just continuing my second episode on exploring Farharbor. So right now we are just, I'm just gonna close this up here. I don't know why it's not closed, but I'm gonna close it right now. As soon as I can close that way. Yes. And that's this can. So here. Perfect. So this is for Howard, guys. And we are at one fellow's house. And we're going on with another room. Yeah. So we are doing
There's a wealth of it now.
some missions, and right now we have to go and eliminate the trap leader, which I don't know what that is, but we're going to do it. That's because that is something that the Dalton
Just waiting to discover.
want to do. So let's get to it, and we're going. And here are the beds. If you guys wonder where the people sleep. So we are going on a mission. It's probably a long, long way there too. Oh yeah, it's far away. Oh my god. I gotta cross the whole harbor pretty much. That is ridiculous. Can I fast travel to any of this yet? Oh, I can. So I'm fast traveling to Arcadia. Just to save me a little bit of a walk. And we can actually also, we can do this mission right here, which is meeting the leader of Arcadia. What is that? Continue. Oh, I see. Talk to the leader of Arcadia. So let's do that one too, since I'm here. Let's see what we say. And since I'm gonna be talking, I'm just gonna dress fancy. Just for them, right? That's it. Alright. That's fancy and powerful at the same time too. Because you never know when you're gonna get a fight.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question. And the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
No. But if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I was with my husband. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son, Sean. And... well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here, whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture, but sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
I'm just gonna tell you right now, DiMA. I'm in the Institute.
That's quite an admission to make. I'm used to the Institute striking from the shadows. I'll say this to you. I'm not your enemy. I only wish to live here, in peace, with my people. As a scientist, can you not see the value of independent synth life? You have a chance here to witness how wondrous that could be. All you have to do is do nothing. Don't tell your fellow researchers about us. Don't tell them we're here.
Fine. I'll keep your secrets, for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel, and we have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous. Those who've used us, tried to replace humans with my kind, they're dangerous. All we want is to live in peace, on our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia, talk to my people. We aren't a threat to anyone.
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are
DiMA?
you feeling all right?
Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
I should get going.
Of course. I'm fine. You were...
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
So, we are in Arcadia, and we are gonna talk to some people to find out what they are, who they are. So right now we are looking for Kasumi. You guys did the mission
Was having a hard enough time keeping
on
up
the
with
common
repairs
world.
before all this
There's just
nonsense
people
with the
that
atom lunatics.
are looking for the daughter that ran away.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, DiMA. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly
We
not
are
all
trying
at once.
to figure out
Dearest,
if she's here or not.
Relax. All will be fine.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me? Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. That's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that DiMA's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models DiMA has been making. One was the fog taking over farharbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if DiMA is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
You don't trust DiMA? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if DiMA is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing DiMA, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and DiMA are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
Wow, so this Arcadia gave me 1,000,000 missions. So we gotta offer for help. So we can here. We'll talk to that. Now I just offer help to Chase and Hardy, because those were the first missions we got. So let's just see if we can find out what's going on here.
New girl, right? Must be, because I don't recognize you. Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
What do you mean, mind wipe?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're a synth on the run. You go to someone, you get a new face, and they wipe your mind so the Institute can't find you. Only somebody screwed mine up. So here I am. Now just, please, leave me alone.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
Do you think you're better off now that you're here?
Oh, absolutely. I don't have to pretend, I don't have to lie, and I don't worry that someone's gonna kill me in my sleep. Or worse. I'll see you around, okay?
Hey there.
If it weren't for DiMA, most of us would probably be dead.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Is there anything I can say or do to change your mind?
Just don't cause any problems.
Alright, so far in Arcadia, I have not found anybody friendly.
Hey there.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I'm just taking a look around.
Sure you are. Just of your own accord, no particular reason. Nothing to do with that Kasumi girl, right? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
What?
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Hey, Kasumi said she needed the key to the storage room downstairs. Can I borrow it?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you could, but I lost it. Should never have agreed to help Faraday move all that equipment in the observatory. Like there could be anything I'm carrying that's going to damage DiMA's computers. I was shoving things around in that upper floor that circles the wall of the telescope room, if that helps.
So we gotta find a telescope. Boy, this place is big. Alright, let's see. Now we gotta find.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
So what's this? Let's find out who this guy is and what's his story.
It might not look like much, but this is the only place I know of where I don't need to hide who I am.
Hey there.
As long as we work together, we can sleep safely, knowing we're free.
he's useless. Let's go. There's something here. Move on.
Best to grab it now while you can.
Awesome. I do need aluminum. It's the only way I can find aluminum and gas. I'll take it. Alright, so I gotta go down. Try to find these people that Kasumi is afraid of. What are these people? Oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. Oh, aluminum. Take it. Rounds. Nice. Alright, so let's find what's going on here. Alright, I hate this thing, but we're gonna have to open it. So let's see. Let's do it the lazy way first.
That's it.
That's the lazy way. Alright, so we got access to the storage room, I think. Just close the door. Let's see what we can find. Oh, nice. Nice some ammo. Fusion cells, damn. Look at that. Fusion cores, oh my god, this is freaking... I'm in heaven over here. Damn, mini nukes. Nice. Nice. Alright, so this is a storage room. What are they hiding in here? Apparently they're supposed to be hiding something. I'm trying to figure it out. So far, all I see is nothing.
And the blood's their city, and the girls are so pretty. I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone.
Somebody. Don't give my position away. Shut up. Can't find anything here. Oh, I found a map. Nice. We got a map. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's just lock this door again. Can I lock the door? Yep. Close the door, come on. Come on. Alright, well, that's unlocked. This guy. Alright, so here's a terminal. See, the terminal tells us some that's current projects. Fuck. So what I'm thinking is that these people create the fox. Let me see. So they probably create a fog. Demons upgrade. Alright, so let's go. So here are a bunch of upgrades. Take everything I can. Especially this aluminum. Aluminum. And oil. Nice. Oh yeah, take the microscope. And the fan. Alright. Let's just empty this workbench too. Get some oil. Cause there's a lot of stuff here. Alright, what else do we have here? there's a bunch of... What? Can you carry these things? Awesome. I don't even know what they are, but I'm taking them. Alright, so let me just quick save. Actually, let me do a save. Just in case. Just do a save. I don't know where I'm saving, but later I'm gonna be sorry because I just save over something that I didn't want to save. Whatever. So let's see. Let's see what is here. Here's a door. What does this say? Storage room. Is for generic goods stores and alright, so I took that note. Let me see if I can get in.
Yes. So far, I haven't found anything. Only opens with a key. A bunch of Saints, and I think a bunch of people that think they're Saints, but they're not. So I didn't think that this place is the place that generates the fog.
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
You want to buy something or what?
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It's smaller than I'd like it to be. But then, we don't exactly have the numbers to fill someplace larger. Makes it easier to defend anyway. Forget it. Did you want something or not?
So, what's your story?
I don't like talking about it. I made it to Acadia. That's what matters. Now that I'm here, I'm going to make sure nothing happens to it. You want to buy something or what?
I'll take a look, sure.
Don't touch everything, okay?
Let's see what he has. There's some ammo. Hey, this ammo. I don't have this ammo. I have a bunch of weapons for this. So. That's a new ammo. Nice. Man, this gun has a lot of ammo. I don't need 45. Oh, I do need harpoons. Nice. Taking these harpoons because I do have harpoon. Oh, I'm taking this too. Nine shells. Cool. What do I have for sale? Nice. I don't even know where I got this from, but we're selling it. Clean suit? Yeah, why not? Face jacket. Jeans. Jeans. 16. So, yeah, I'm selling that. I want to try that, see how that is. Red dress. Yeah, I'm not selling that. Okay. 8. Carry out some purified water. What happened with my erratics? I can sell a couple of those things for 700. Cool. So that's good. Gracias, mi amor, estaba grabando. It's okay. Ya sabe, todo en internet no es.
Lots of those old pre-war relics still lying about.
You want to buy something or what?
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think? You're the one who lives here. What do you think of it? Well, I think it's all rather compelling. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us. As much as I can, given limited resources. Cataloging specimens, observing evolutionary trends, compiling data for future generations. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since DiMA has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help. What can you tell me about Acadia? It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that I don't know. That abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way. DiMA's to be thanked for that.
Hey. Can I help you? I'd like to help you with your research. Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing. What exactly is the point of all this? A mix of scientific inquiry and personal interest, I suppose. I'm curious about the changes the species has gone through over the centuries. I also find them beautiful. I have some flowers for you. I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll be happy to take them. Can I help you? Still collecting asters? I'm keeping an eye out for more flowers. I know it can seem trivial in light of everything else that's going on, but I do appreciate it.
Alright, so we need to find some flowers for this girl. And I'm taking this gas. And alright, so I've gotten a bunch of missions, which is awesome.
DiMA's done so much for all of us. I'd do just about anything to repay him.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Hey there.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Alright, so nothing here. Upstairs.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
So you're saying you could have done a better job of it? Didn't know it was a competition.
Yes, absolutely. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe. no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have DiMa's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found DiMa. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Tell me about Acadia.
DiMa's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in farharbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Alright, so... gotta help her. What else we gotta help? Let's try this.
So, you've talked to DiMa. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. DiMa's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure DiMa knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? DiMa and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. DiMa insisted we provide them to the people of farharbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
DiMa looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. and what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once, and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
I don't do much for free, Faraday.
Ah, right. Of course. I should have thought of that. How does 100 caps sound?
Didn't you say this might be dangerous? 100 caps seems a little light if danger is involved.
Well, yes, there is that possibility. Would 200 caps be more agreeable?
Faraday, come on. I want to help you, I really do. 200 caps is just... I mean, it's a little insulting.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Insulting you was not my intention. Is 300 caps less insulting? That's really about all I can spare.
Why don't we just agree that you'll give me all the caps you've got?
Fine. 400 caps is as much as I can spare. Now please, let me know when you found the drives.
Awesome. So I took every single cap he had, and I'm gonna do a bunch of missions now. So what do we have? Okay, so we got Ocean Help Chase, Help Fade, Help Descent, Help Descent of Arcadia. Let's see what else we have. So I actually can knock a couple of missions here. Let's find out. Let's see what else is in here.
No such thing as junk, as far as I'm concerned. Everything's got a use. Whiskey's running low. Better find some more, and soon.
A lot of computers.
Go on.
Over here.
I can do that.
Wait there.
These old bones could use a rest.
Debe ser largo, pero...
There we go. Hey, DiMA.
What can I do for you?
Well, I know you left some of your memories behind in an old submarine base. That you're worried the children of Adam will get to them.
You've been busy. I was hoping you were taking your time learning more about us. Huh. I suppose you have. Maybe this is an opportunity for both of us. I can't send any of my people without risking the children of Adam linking them back to Acadia. But you're new to the island.
I'm picturing your memories as just one massive holotape that the children of Adam are using as a coffee table.
I suppose that's your version of, yes, I'll help? Before I begin, how much do you know? Did you have any questions for me? About Far Harbor, the children of Adam, or my memories?
You left your memories behind? How does that work?
As a prototype synth, my raw data capacity is limited. I began using computer banks to expand, to give me room to ponder, see new things. I had to leave some of my earliest memories behind when I left the sub-base to the children of Adam. I thought they were safe.
You're keeping Far Harbor safe, is that it?
Not exactly. They're fiercely independent. But the fog was starting to choke more and more of the island. So I proposed a trade. We would give them the technology to keep the fog at bay, in return for them being a lifeline to the outside world. A safe dock, and a place to buy supplies. Unfortunately, the children of Adam view the radioactive fog as a holy portent, and their bloodied history with Far Harbor puts us at odds.
The children of Adam on this island. You were helping them?
Yes. I know their faith in radiation as a type of god is a bit different, but who am I to judge? I was using a submarine base as a home when Martin and his followers stumbled inside. They had been cast out of Far Harbor for their beliefs. When I left to found Acadia, I knew the base would be in safe hands. They needed a home, a place to belong, just like I did. But now Martin is gone, and his successor, Tectus, wants to finally end the feud with Far Harbor by letting the fog swallow them.
I know all I need to.
Then my plan is simple. Pose as a recruit and infiltrate the children of Adam. Gain access to their base. In the old command center, guarded by some pre-war security measures, you'll find my memory banks. I'll give you the program you need in order to access my memories. Bring me anything you find. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
So how does this program work?
There will be a fairly ordinary-looking terminal with some attachments. The program will give you access to the terminal. Once you attempt to obtain a memory, your perspective might shift a little. Just relax then. The program will explain things to you as you need them.
I'm gonna replace all your memories with pictures of cats. Meow.
Well, I suppose that would certainly make remembering some of my darker hours more fuzzy. In all seriousness, good luck. I understand the risks you're taking on our behalf. It's in all our best interest that you succeed. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
Hey.
What's he?
Come on.
No sense turning your nose up at something that might be useful.
Some other time, okay?
If it weren't for DiMA, most of us would probably be dead.
You want to buy something or what?
Turns out DiMA's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't DiMA planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the children of Adam, of course.
I'm getting paid for all this, right?
Don't worry, I have money. Not to mention the fact that you'll have whatever secrets are in DiMA's earliest memories. He lived on the island for almost a century before building Acadia. He has to know about some treasure somewhere, don't you think?
About the children of Adam. What do you know about them?
Well, I heard about them a little bit back in the Commonwealth. Radiation worship, something like that. I wasn't in Farharbor long, but there's a lot of hatred for them there. I overheard someone talking about killing a child of Adam missionary. I can see why DiMA would be worried. We just need to make sure we know he's not up to something else.
I got this program that Faraday and DiMA wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, DiMA was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. I'll bet that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating DiMA's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
So, say I get the memories. What then?
If it's something that would really threaten the island, then it's better out of the hands of the children of Adam. Or Farharbor, even. And if DiMA really can't be trusted, we'll have his own memories to confront him with.
If all I find in those memories is just 100 years worth of DiMA staring at a wall, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Well, if you did, that's almost good, right? That means they're harmless. Anyway, good luck.
I got me a trophy. Awesome. And 500 cups. And I reach a new level. Nice. fotos? Foto mo na to.